Hello, good morning. This is welcome to another year's futures trading stream. This is a yearly stream. I just wanna wanted to see what happens today. We have GDP in about 6 minutes, and I think it's interesting. I think it's going to be an interesting. Not that I have any position here. Um, these kind of events are really always carry some risk. You never know what the number is going to be. The number actually doesn't matter. What matters is what matters what the market what the market does relative to the number. I think that's the most important. That's the most important thing. Let me do. Oh, and before doing anything, let me do something. Let me do something here. Okay. All right. Let's have a quick look to the bigger time frames. We have a few minutes here. Yesterday again, the market find support in the trend line. This high here, this previous high, 52.47, is supporting these two time frames, the weekly and the daily. Not changing the monthly, not changing the weekly. Now, if I check the indices, something really weird is happening here in the Dow. This is weird, okay? This sign also. I think this market is in the late stages of the rally. Looks like the Nasdaq. I guess the last time Nasdaq had this breakout and found support. It tried a couple of times. It's not unusual in Nasdaq, right? What Nasdaq is doing here, coming back inside this range. The all-time high is really close. Even Russell is buying from Nasdaq. Something really interesting as well today, right in front of the number, is what's happening in the bond market. If we have a big break in the overnight, and the market's about to open with a gap here. I guess I don't know what can happen here, man. This looked like a long liquidation, and yesterday like short covering, and right now the market is right at the center. Depending on what happened today, tomorrow also. I think tomorrow is the most important day than today, because tomorrow we have PCE. This Apple, Netflix, Meta are very questionable. There's tremendous weakness here. Look at this. Look at what happened to Nvidia as well. I think this is, earning session is just around the corner here. Um, regarding our market, overnight, look at this very prominent overnight inventory here. Very prominent inventory here. There's a huge contracts that were deal yesterday, just before 5 p.m. Are just a, just a sell here, just a sell. There's no excess here, no excess here, nothing here holding this market, no excess here, no excess here. No, this market can go in any direction here. Alright, GDP right there. Let's see what this market does here. Let's open this thing. Can you see how back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I have no idea what the number was. Probably was a good number, or within the expectation. This is a muted reaction the market is having here. If nothing happens today, I mean right now, I still will get this reference, this level. Oh, why I have this one? The reason why I had that, let me see if I still have, yeah, I had this. Just look at this, man. Just look at this tremendous amount of contracts here. 12,000 contracts here. I mean, who can buy or sell this, man? And this is actually, it looked positive today. Yesterday was, no, this is weird here. There's something. Let me see. Let me grab. I took a screenshot yesterday of that thing. Where it is? Where it is? Did I? Yeah. Here it is. This is what I have yesterday. Pressure to the downside here. And today that is not showing. I mean, because I closed my my charts yesterday, and let's open this again. There might be something here. Okay, like it shows positive here. You know, this is weird here because this was negative. This was negative, meaning that the pressure was to the downside here. And if I check, I mean, I try not to focus too much in these things. But if I do value comparator, I'm going to put 450 contracts here, 750 here. Look at this. You know, this 3,000 contracts. This is a single purchase here. Oh no, my bad. It's in the left side. The left side is showing. You know, this is above 2,000. Let's see. Let's do this 5,000 now. Ooh, there's a lot. Let's do 10,000. Well, this is a huge, man. This level here, this is huge. This is a big transaction here, just at the closing. It doesn't mean I don't trade based on this thing. This can become relevant, you know. Sometimes it's just evident, just after the fact. That's why I don't try to focus too much, because I had something here yesterday. Uh, During, I believe was here. What happened here? There was a big amount of contracts here too in this area, and the market. Look what happened with the market, right? Just find support there. I had this area, and this is you cannot see this in regular charts. This area here, the 31, the 30 actually, as a support. The one here, just before the FOMC, and that can be, traders, some traders positioning in front of the next day. If this day the result to the, I mean, it has something to the downside, this may have been support, but never came back down to there. And that would be, this level here would be the equivalent of the market doing this thing again. The next periods, maybe 2, 3, in that case was 3 periods, not back to back, but throughout the session, has a couple times came back to that level, huge volume there, and not that huge. That's why they have it market here as a support. This usually works for the day, right? It's like the market has found intraday support in that day. Also, the same thing here, and this was also last. This can be coincidence, but this was around this area, and the market was bought from that area as well. Now let's go back to the market now. Let's go back here. There's a lot of back and forth here. The market made an attempt. It couldn't take overnight high. Now it's trying to take the lows. Now, when we have this kind of overnight POC, very prominent here, the market has a tendency to go back and forth around this kind of references, before doing what it has to do. And this is the one tick. This is the one tick chart. Just look at this one. This is perfect, right? This is a perfect 45 here. It's really nice profile here with no excess at the low. The high also is questionable. I got the excess here, but this is the overnight. And something else here. The closing. Look at the amount of the business that were conducted here. This is almost 120,000. Then the last 2 periods, most of it comes in the run off period, which is the last the first 15 minutes after 4 p.m. But it is 120. 120. Remember, some overnights are 120, 150. We have good here. Let's check another ones. 175, 59. The last 2 periods on Friday. This had good volume. These 2 days had really good volume here. Which tells us there's significant amount of, in this case, once the market went lower, amount of shorts here, right? All these were longs, and there was a fuel for the break that happened afterwards. I notice also that what here, this inventory remains there, probably. Okay, nothing happened. let's check the number now. GDP consensus was 3.2, forecast 3.2, and we have a better number. So the Fed can still keep the rates high. I was calling, thinking about the Fed, and tomorrow this is going to be tomorrow. This is going to be the, ah. I thought Chairman Powell was speech was speaking at 9:30, but it's 11:30. Huh. Okay, maybe I was wrong. So we know now it's 4:30. Something else. Let me see what happened in the bond market after this number. If there's any reaction. No, there's nothing here. It really didn't have any impact in this market. What happens with gold? Gold also is going through the rollover period here. New contract starts in gold. Bond is back in range. Crude around 80. It's getting expensive here. This can make the things harder for the Fed too. Look how low is. There's nothing going on in dollar. Okay, this is what I want to see. I will take a break here. I will go and grab something for breakfast. I think I can leave this here if anyone's interested. And I'll be back in maybe 20 minutes. I don't know, maybe a little bit more. Alright, see you guys. Hi, hello. I'm back. Uh, the market hasn't moved much here. Now I am starting to think that there was absorption. This big number that we have here was already absorption. Because what we have here, we have longs, right? And how do you how you close a long? You sell, right? Significant amount of selling. We got 1.1 million. Pretty much 1/4 of that happened at the close. In the closing period. And there was, I think this was actually significant absorption here. Now, I don't have, I had a bias yesterday. When I saw this thing, coming into the market has some bias to the upside. And I remained like facing or expecting something to the upside, but I did not expect something like this. Or at least all the way how it happened. Now we do have 4-day range or 5-day range actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-day range here. With a day with a spike to the downside that was rejected. A day with a spike to the upside that is being accepted. Yeah. Opening inside the spike is the more positive sign would be the market opening above the spike. But as long as this level is not taken, this is positive. That was just, and notice that also we have some volume increase here this day or yesterday. And I don't have much to say here. We talk about this. We talk about GDP. I think the most important number is going to be PCE, which is the favorite indicator of inflation that the Fed uses. I'm ready to go with the market here. Just let the market. A spike like the one we had yesterday is a reaction, is something that happened in the market that happened too late in the session for the market, to show acceptance or rejection of such movement. We will see that today from the opening or at the opening here. The market has good odds. Hello, yeah, how are you, madam? The market had good odds to take. And it's really the all-time highs again back in play here. It's very close to the current prices. Something else, Nasdaq. What Nasdaq did yesterday, Nasdaq also had a spike yesterday, which was from here, a little bit, somewhere between saddle and this resistance. But what Nasdaq did, it opened way up high. He's showing rejection of this spike. But the next thing that happened here is it built. It has a value in and below the spike. It seems like this market is weak, is getting weaker. Nasdaq is getting weaker here. I haven't forgot. I haven't forgotten this high here. Barely, for a market as volatile as the Nasdaq is, there is no excess here. I would consider this three wide, 3 periods wide, a non-excess high, very poor high here. This one as well, technically is excess, but it's not that convincing, right? This is better. We have better here. And the way how the market traded yesterday, also this market, they have an opening and then just shoots, shoots its way to the downside here. You have the steam here and then trading back and forth, right? Low liquidation day here as well. Same thing happened in the ES. Now overnight inventory is 100%. No, it's not 100% long here. I thought it was long. It was short. It was short. So this here, most of the trade, the overnight trade, happened below zero, meaning that it's short here. Most of this inventory is short. And very popular trade is contraction to overnight inventory. Now, what do we have? If we have inventory short here, we have upside spike. This favors, this is a sign to the upside. There's potential here, for a rally, just as a counteraction to this short inventory. And we have a all-time high here. Something to consider as well. Today is Thursday. It is the 28th. Tomorrow, of course, it's Friday, is also the last day of the month, the last day that this market is going to be traded, right? Because April 1st is Monday. So we have tomorrow, we have PCE, not just PCE. What we have tomorrow is end of the week, options here coming, and also end of the month. This is in this. There can be a big break here. I mean, a big resolution out of this range. I don't know what can be, but it's not unusual that shorts got a squeeze also when this kind of events happen. It's not always happen. End of the week, end of the month doesn't always happen on Friday. Just be careful here. Got to be very careful with what happened. I guess a lot will depend. A lot of this will depend on what that number is tomorrow. PCE here. If this market gets too elongated to the upside, that number that's a bad number. That can trigger a big selling here, because remember up here, this market just didn't find sellers here. Sellers were not interested here. They were not selling here. There were no sellers here as well. And 2 more weeks to begin earnings session. Next Friday, also we have a non-farm payrolls. It's a very questionable market. Right? Non-excess here, non-excess here, non-excess here, and non-excess down here. Same goes to the upper side. Jaja, you were talking about, I think what you are trying to do, man. I think that's the best thing you can do, right? When you got, but the way how Jim teaches, and that's what I do. The way how Jim teaches is what he says. What most successful traders say is, You cannot teach trading, right? And you say something really, really, really important. I think it's really important yesterday. It was that you 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 need to. We must understand, or we must learn what to watch, right? What to watch, you know. Try to get in sync of the market. Try to understand what the market is doing, you know. And when we are doing that, the trade will just, will the opportunity will show. Just out of nowhere, it just shows. It's just you see something, and that's it. Yesterday we were, I guess it was yesterday, right? I was trying to give you an example that what looking for a trade looks like. Yeah, it was yesterday. It was here, right? Looking for a trade. If I look for a trade, I will find a trade. And usually most part of the time that's not a good trade. Good trades just come out of nowhere. Right? Opportunity just comes. You just see something. And that kind of mentality you're trying to do to develop, the feeling. And I see you have some feeling for the market, which makes me think that you have some time doing this in this business. Uh, but we need to see, we need to learn what to watch. And what you are doing there, or what I'm trying to do, okay, the market is open now. I understand when you get in sync, when you start to monitor the market. Wait a minute here, what's going on here? I'll come back to that. Let's see what the market opens. What the market does. Come on, look at that high. The same thing that yesterday. They tend to do the same thing as yesterday, but today is a completely different day. Of course, there can be something here. That highs, Believe it or not, this market look above, right? Has look above? No, it's right there. Nasdaq is trading in the direction of the overnight session. These two markets are doing different things now. I have a bias here. Look at this here. It's buying from right from overnight low here. Right? Sell highs from settle, low is right overnight low. Opening inside previous day range. Something that this market can do, so maybe we can build value in this spike. You have this spike, latest spike, building value here is the market as showing acceptance of higher prices. But come on, man, really quite open here. Really quite opening. Being the market up here, I was expecting something different today. Very quiet opening, man. This is POC, is also these days high. Okay. Oh, I guess going back to what you say, when you identify the trade, when you try to get into the thinking, into the having the mindset, right, where the early adapters, the innovators, early adapters, early majority, late majority, and laggards, what stage of the trade, you know, what stage we are at right now, right? And to do that, we first have to identify the trade, what happened. Yesterday, the trade that happened yesterday, this trade here that we had here, this trade that you have here, it is a high risk trade. Okay, if I do this, if I try to do this all the time, if this is what I do, the odds that I'm going to be successful are really not that good, because this is trading against the market. Value is low, right? The trade worked. I can consider myself lucky here, but the trade worked, but the odds are low, right? If I keep doing this, the odds of being successful or being consistent are actually low, are not good, right? Same goes for this one here, right? It played, I guess, some mentioned, that those who held the shorts get lucky, right? It's not about holding. If you see that your trade doesn't play, so why? I don't wait until the market goes against my trade to close. I see it's not working, or it's taking too much time. So that's part of having a plan too, right? And these kind of trades have to work and to be considered good, have to work really fast. You place a trade and the market starts to move in the direction of your trade right away. If that doesn't happen, the trade is not working and got closed. Not wait, the market can't trade back and forth, and wait here. No, okay, it's going to go higher, back and forth. That's not how it works. Those are the conditions of this trade here. It has to work for be considered good. It has to work, and it has to work fast, right away. You just don't hesitate. Don't let the market come back and forth through your entry. And here, it was too late here, right? To see what stage this trade is. Over here, during this session, for example, there was a trade here, right? All this rally that happened here started. I don't remember what this level. Okay, this was held back of this period here, right? This was held back here. And over here we had, I think we have settled or lost or something like that. There was a mechanic, and that's why I still have it here. As you can see, it doesn't mean that, having this kind of weak lows. It doesn't mean that the market has to come back. It doesn't mean I'm going to be short just because this has started from held back. If the market shows no interest, in this case to the lower side, why keep shorting here, for example, right? I did have a short here. I let that short go because the market just, as soon as the market re-enter this range, it's just a struggle. The change in speed, pace, tempo was really noticeable here. Really bad. It changed it, and just let it go. It didn't work, right? The trade was working because there was some green here. The trade was working, but the odds against it started to increase. The odds that the trade was going to be a bad one started to increase. So why wait until the market is showing you, right? Why wait? I just close it here. The market could have keep going lower here, right? But the risk is higher. That's something that also we have to accept. Right? The market could have keep going lower here, and I the possibility that I will find myself, blaming myself, right, or regretting that decision. But that's part of the strategy. You just need to have your strategy, what to do, and that's part of your rules as well. And we have to build our rules. The simpler the rule, the better, the easier it's going to be to stick to them. Right? Really quite simple rules. A simple. One of the simple rules that I have for simple is if I'm tired, I don't trade. If I'm getting anxious, I don't trade. Just as simple as that. No? One thing. If the market doesn't have any, if there's a lot of chop, for example, but just don't trade. What happened? What may happen to something may happen to, I don't know. This is just a speculation. Something may happen to some as well. Is that you are shorting, getting long, getting short, getting long, getting short, constantly being stopped out in this kind of markets. Markets that it's better to leave them alone, right? And by the time that you see you got an opportunity that the market is actually doing something, now we are so tired now. We are so tired of getting small profits, or getting stepping out, and losing the profits, kind of like over trading. So when this opportunity happens, we cannot see it, or just we cannot go with it. Now, what the stage, when this trade happened, I think here, and this is the second time, and I didn't notice just after this day closed. I remember what happened. It was exactly like I quite don't remember. It was previous. It was another FOMC day. Yes, it was another FOMC day, right? When you had this breakout, market new highs, market make new highs. We have this period after Chairman Powell is done with the question, the press conference, the questions, right? The question round. The market didn't close this distribution. The market actually formed a distribution in the upper side in L period, and market didn't close here, right? This is a trade here. When the market don't close this, you have a long here. Maybe not here, maybe in the next one, in this period. Right? I don't know whether this market closed. I guess it closed at the high, but when the market gets, this is the buy the pullbacks here, right? It just doesn't. It's a good area here. It's not that much. How much you have? 75. Let's call it 75 here. 71, that's 4 points, 4 points. Here, the market comes back to here, for example, or here. That's the market getting risky. The odds that the market can make an attempt to close this distribution are getting higher. This could be the early adapters, early majority here. Early majority, late majority maybe. Because it's very close to the closing. All right, market's coming back to check. We have better low now. Look at this here. I'm going to put this number, this high here. I'm interested in this high now. It is true that we have POC, overnight POC there, but look at where the market is buying. It's buying just above this high. It's breaking this range here. 1, 2, 3, 4, including yesterday, right? it get back inside here. How much volume? 43, about the same as yesterday, which wasn't a bad day relative to the previous 3-4 days. Now what worries me here is, you know, the kind of buy. This is actually a huge buying here. It would have been better if the volume start to dry here. But there's actually high volume here, and just about this high here. Yeah, yeah. Actually, tempo is really important. You will see when you start to observe the market, you keep watching the market. When you identify a trade, right? You will identify first after the fact. Right? Okay, this was it, right? This was it. Okay, I got this. Well, I have something here. I have something here. Okay, I got something here, and then you start to monitor what's the next thing, right? What's the next thing? Suddenly the market opens, and we open way up here, right? So this was the trade, but kind of like I am like 3 periods late, for example, right? Wait a minute. What is this? 8. Try to do something. It is very, very quiet opening, man. Very quiet opening here. God damn it. Man, again, I'm having problems with my... I don't know what's going on with this trading thing. This is the 3rd day. I tried to move my stop here. I just couldn't move. I took a long here with this when the market have a breakout to this high. And my stop was 1 tick below 0. And as soon as this, because the tempo is really slow here, as soon as it took this one back, I move it 1 tick above the entry. I tried to move it, but it just didn't accept it. Man, this is bummer. I don't like when that thing. I mean, you don't feel safe here, right? And this is good location here, right? You have a spike. Traders is remembering the spike. Trading market trading to the upside. And location is really good here, you know, because if the market comes back to this level, it's telling you, okay, you know, the market doesn't have to travel that much to let you know that it is wrong. I understand the risk also, right? Remember we have no access here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 lows here, you know. And yesterday, another thing that that you got to keep in mind for this movement, while these highs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these highs here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 even 10 highs here, all together, right? All together. There's a bunch of stops here, a bunch of stops here, right? And the way how the market traded yesterday, that spike, that kind of movement, that's the movement that removes this inventory, right? Doesn't mean that they are all gone. They can still be here, no? But usually when they happen fast, that's when the shorts are throwing the towel there. And you just want to get out, get me out of the market, get me out, get me out. Mm-hmm. This is at the. I mean, the next thing here is all-time high. What's my good trades are very uncomfortable trades, and I got my. This is what this. I mean, look at this volume here, right? The way how this. I would like it better. As always, is always, this is. I guess I'm looking. Always, I have to be willing to wait. It is always better when I see something like this, right? And what happened here is something like this here, right? I feel safer. I feel better in something like this, right? Like volume just rise. It didn't happen here like that. But no, that's just one piece of information. And this can be a developed trade. I think, boy, what I will do? I close my trade because my platform wasn't working, wasn't behaving good. Nasdaq is also back in the single prints. Nasdaq doesn't need much here. No, the trade doesn't have to work fast here. And that's the thing a tempo to the upper side, right? It's different, right? Little volume is coming. Can see some purples here, some pink here. Nasdaq, look at where Nasdaq is here, right at the spike. This highs not have good also been taken, and there is nothing here. The market doesn't need much to go through, and this looked like also, like long liquidation, and long liquidation strengthen the market. Now, what level is this? This market is struggling here. Oh, volume. The market is out of balance here now. Now, taking this high here, notice that you still can manage this. Taking a high here is different. My stop is not settled, but my stop is this high here. Because this big volume here, if there is something, Oh, okay. I have this area too, the 8, which is sell. This can be good support here. Now this can also be a counteraction to this short inventory, but the market is not having much really. Hmm. It seems like it's going to be a. Can this be a rotational day? I don't want the market to come back inside this range here. Let's see if this market starts to move in sympathy with Nasdaq. I guess the key here can be Nasdaq. If this market keeps going high and takes this high, this is a good area for this market to sell actually. Remember, I guess the most important day is going to be tomorrow. Yeah, that will be the market coming back inside this range, right? Inside the range. And whenever a market comes back inside the range, this the market that has to look above. Okay? So if the market comes back inside here, the potential of this being a look above and failure starts to build, right? And that whenever the market comes back inside this range, targets this the opposite side of this range. We have no excess here. Also, we don't have excess up here. Oh, look at the volume here. Some volume is coming here. It's going to be a back and forth. Is it going to be a back and forth between this and this? Check. Can we have a day like this, or this, right? Like very narrow ranges, very wide POC. Look at this. If this market starts to break, it can drag this market too. Not back inside. But this is an inside day. This is an inside. The odds, chop and rotation here are higher than in here. Chop is back and forth, and rotation is having several actions throughout the day. I think Nasdaq. Nasdaq. Oh, look at the low. I thought that low was good in Nasdaq. Actually, is the overnight low. They bought from overnight low, which is also value area high. Now this is not working here. Very quiet, man. Very quiet day. This low is not good. It's right overnight low. Value area high. 2. Very mechanical. What's going on with? What's going on in the bond? Those bonds. What's happening with that bond market? Oh, trading range back inside yesterday's range. Very quiet market here. I better leave this market alone here. The trade didn't work for me. I re-entered this, but I don't like that low there. I think the market can make an attempt to make a new high today, but I see the risk increasing for me here. Actually, this is better. This is better. This is better. Man, how things can change really quick here. This looks like a, oh boy, what can I say here? I'm trying to make something here. I did close when the market came back inside this range. I didn't like when it bought exactly from this one, which is the opening too. But this can go higher here. The overnight history in Nasdaq. what's happening in that market in Nasdaq is, all the trade is happening below the spike, below not yesterday, no Wednesday, but below Tuesday spike, below the downside spike. The high is not good. Have a poor high there. This part was good, when the market just here comes back inside here, but I say I didn't like that the market coming back inside, but when it happened, it just dries here. Notice how dries here. And actually volume, now we are having volume on the upper side in the same way as we had in the lower side here. But trace to the upside here. Spike, yesterday spike, non-excess here, and breakout of yesterday's range. Oh, look at this here. That's POC. Huh. Notice where the selling is coming from. No, this is high. Reds are high volume. Purple, pink is medium, and white is yellow. And this is the volume relative to the period itself, right? Relative to this volume, right? The volume we're having in this period. If you can see, this is the accumulated. The accumulated is different, right? We have higher volume here and higher volume down here, with medium volume around these highs here, and kind of like around in and below these highs here. That's what it means. But there is different. This is a 2-tick chart here that I have here. In 2 ticks, I consider here, if I have above 10,000, that's good volume, because I will see periods here that are red, but with volume only like 5,000, right? And compare that one to, let's use a 1-tick chart here, for example here, right? This is high volume for this period, and it has less than 3,000. And here, high volume is 8,000. The highest is 8,000, 6,000. But this also is a first period, and this is the opening period. Opening periods are really hard to be. The opening and the closing, you will see, or I will see this. It's the normal. Usually seeing this kind of volumes here. If I don't see that in the opening, that would be something. It's kind of like a weak opening. This market is attempting to do something, but it just doesn't have it. Now notice the low here. Exactly, this is the opening. It's held back too. Previous period held back, and this low is POC, overnight POC. It's mechanical low. Got to be very careful here, and higher volume here at the low. Now, this kind of volumes on the lower side of these periods, that's kind of risky too. Well, I know it's kind of like there's no taper here, right? There was an attempt to do an auction, to start an auction here to the downside, but it just kind of like stopped it in these tracks here. But it has left higher volume in the lower side. No, regarding the volume, it's to monitor. Uh, you can see, you can use that to monitor what is going on right now, for example. Right? What do we have here? So what the market is doing. So what do we have? We have a spike from yesterday, and we have the market getting out of balance. Now, getting out of balance, I want to see higher volume. If I have higher volume, it means that higher prices, in this case, higher prices are being accepted, right? Are being accepted, and higher prices are attracting more buyers. Now, volume actually is lower than yesterday. Right? The market is, because the ES is an index, right? The intraday, we have higher volume here on the upper side. We have higher volume in the direction of the movement, but we have higher volume in the lower side as well. So this can go in either direction here. And now it is the second time the market is coming back inside this range. This movement is repairing this low. This is a better low now. At least we have only one. We had two, now we have only one. Nasdaq is coming back again to hold back, it's right from support. Oh, let's check something else here. I'm checking this because this happened yesterday. $52.47, that's far from where we are now. 52.87 will be the trend line in the lower side. 80, my bad. 90, 52.90 is the base in the market. If the market comes back down, where are you? All the way down to here. That's 52.85. That will be this market buying from the trend line, and that makes this market really weak. Extremely weak. Now look at this very narrow range right at the opening. Nothing going on right now. Let's see what the market does. Okay, so no correlation between volume showing that price being activities and the stage between the majority of the market. So market volume 1/3. Yeah, I got the impression that I mean your questions are good questions. Um, it seems like you're looking for exact answers, right? If the market does this, then do that, right? If the market do this, then it means this. Unfortunately, it's not like that. It doesn't work like that. That's what makes this job hard. That's why this job is really hard. Now, what can say about this movement, right? It's coming back to saddle, being bought from saddle. That's one thing. That is some weakness here in the buying. It is the first time if I look the intraday, like market get out, the market got out of range, came back during A, and now this is the second time it's coming back in B as well. Right, this is more important because it is the second period that has came back inside previous day range. Now the market value is higher. The market that trades to the upside. So traders will be buying breaks here. It doesn't mean that I have to be buying every single break, right? I got one trade here that I had to close. It was working, but I had to close because the platform wasn't reacting. And then I re-enter. When I re-enter, market came back, checked this high, and then keep going higher. I re-enter, but the market just struggle here. And that was coming back inside here. That was an out. And since then, I didn't do anything else. Because what I was playing here is this market taking this high here, taking this high. And the first thing the market needs to do after this is taken is taking overnight high. It seems like I am having, okay. It seems like I am also having problems with my internet here because OBS just, I went offline here. I just went offline. Kind of like having intermittent connection here. Oh, I was saying that there is no correlation. It is just not like that. It does. If it were like that, this job will be the easiest. Right? It would be really easy if I have a set of rules. If the market has this, then do that, right? Like action and reaction. Yeah, that would be a very logical market, very rational market. And markets are anything but rational. Markets are very rational. There's a lot of chop in this market. There is a lot of back and forth around support, resistance in Nasdaq. This saddle level seems like it's going to be key now. It coincides with support in Nasdaq. Previous all-time high in Nasdaq. There you go, that was it. This is key now. This level is key here. Seems that we're having something here. we might have something here. This level here is important now. So it's right support in Nasdaq. 5 minutes before the next period, value is higher. The market has come back inside this range here. Very quiet opening here. If there was something here, if there was something to the upside, the market could easily be. Oh, look at this, man. Oh, I thought this was B, but B is up here. Volume is decreasing here. So we had something yesterday. Seems like today we're going to have a really narrow range, a lot of back and forth. We might have a rotational day today, just like maybe like these days, like this one and this one here. In rotational days give us more opportunities, but it's small, right? We don't expect much. We don't expect much. We may see something. And notice well how the market is selling, how the market is buying. Selling from Fridays, is that Fridays? 1, 2, 3, like 321, March 21st POC. The buying is coming from Cedo. A came from overnight POC. So very short-term trading going on here. Short time frame trading going on here. There's a lot of back and forth around settle here. And notice what is in Nasdaq. That's this area here. I want to see, let's see now if a one time framing higher can be established here in this market. We're really close to open the second, the third period, and man, getting close. Buying the break here, buying the pullbacks here. Not the pullback, but the intraday breaks. Intra periods will be as close as possible to be low, and that is settle too, right? And that also will be the market coming back inside previous day inside yesterday's range. This low has not been taken, and this high has not been taken. Okay. So this is 2 periods range. We are in range. We have a range here. There's no trend yet here. Come on, man, look at that opening. It is exactly half back, which is also yesterday's high. I have stopped drinking coffee because I can't sleep. I was having some sleeping issues, sleeping problems. I wasn't sleeping that well. But the thing I had to deal with now is I kind of become tired early. And that's which is why I use coffee. So I had to deal with this. I have to do something about that as well. Nice location here. I'm monitoring along here now. I shouldn't be trading here now. That's I guess that's the thing I have to say. I shouldn't be trading here. Let's check how far this trade can go. Okay, I feel like this is it. This is the end of this up this line. It's dry here. When I don't talk much, it's because I am usually I am trading. I got a trade or I am monitoring a trade. This could be a little pullback here too. Maybe to here, right? What looked like a good exit here, it seems like this market may have another, may try to make another attempt to take this high here. We don't have direction. This is a three previous range. The lows are not being taken, the highs are not being taken. This is a range here. In Nasdaq you can see these things better, right? It dries the way how it dries here. If you got a long from this support, right? In this case, zero. We were talking about how close, traders will be buying the dips here, right? Buying the breaks, sell the rallies, taking profits in the rallies. But this break, really close to, it's as close as possible to be low without weakening. But notice what we have here. We have saddle here, right? Now, B is overnight hard back, saddle C is saddle, A is overnight POC, right? It kind of gives an idea who is behind this. And if we, we are seeing that the odds that we can have a rotational day are increasing here, don't get too greedy, right? If you got a profit, just take it, or move your stops to break even, or some profits to lock some profits there. And don't expect much in this kind of days. I am assuming, right, and this is just a speculation. I'm assuming this is going to be a rotational day. So far, we have balance. We have a breakout to yesterday's range, and right now it's trading. We have a balance range here. There can be a breakout of this balance too. And if there is a breakout to the upside, the next thing is all-time high. And once this high is taken, this is when we may have some more volume. That is what we were watching, or what we were witnessing before. Is going to happen again? Who knows? Right? We don't know that's going to be the case, because if you pay attention to the trend, okay, if you pay attention to the trend. Okay. Now I was going to move this trend, but this is higher actually. The market can come all the way up to here still before being considered a sell from the trend line. Can you see? It can come all the way up to here. Before finding any kind of resistance or level from where this market can be sold from, if I use this trend. Now look at this. Now we have taper in the lower side, we have volume in the upper side. Pushing this market. I want to see the volume drying here, not leaving this kind of highs. I'm sorry for the interruptions, but my internet hasn't been behaving that well. It is 10:45. Unless you have any questions or comments, I guess I'm going to call it a day. I will be doing some things in the Discord. You can post any questions over there or comments over there too. All right. This is favoring an upside move. All right, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.